Okay, you would basically have to code in ones and zeros. So just a brief overview, programming is giving the computer instructions on what to do. But since the computer thinks in binary, you need a code in binary. And that's very hard to do because we don't think in binary. And that's why there's programming languages. So programming languages take what you say, then convert it to binary. Who's drawing on my screen? Um, it's okay. Convert it and then tell the computer to run it. So if we didn't have these languages, it would tell you it would be very hard to code. And it also Python also tells you when it have you an error in your code. So if you tell the computer something it can't do, it just won't do it. But Python allows you to just code and then it'll tell you the error. Okay, so now what is Python programming? So Python programming is a type of Python programming is a type of a scripting language. So a scripting language is a language that doesn't have to be compiled. And what do I mean by compiled? So compiling is basically turning that code into ones and zeros. And so another language like Java that gets compiled, it's way faster to run because you can compile it and then it's easy to execute. But in Python, when you run it, immediately it just goes line by line. But in Java, you have a compilation step first, and after you do the compilation step, it's very fast to just completely run it. And if you want more information about this, there's this website that can tell you about it, and it's this website right here. Okay, so now we're gonna I'm just gonna ask you a question. What is programming? Wait, anyone can just say it. Oh, Archip, you can say it. Hello?
Never mind.
Okay. Okay, so basically I'll just answer it for you then. It's just like converting basically the programming language allows you to convert what you type to ones and zeros instead of you having to code in ones and zeros. Okay, so now I'm just gonna show you how to make a project in PyCharm and how to get started with it. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen of PyCharm. Okay, share. So can you see my PyCharm screen? Can you?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so what you do is you have
Yes.
to press create new project. So when you press create new project, you can name your project. I'm just gonna call it first underscore class, and you can't call it you can't just call it like first underscore. You can't call it like first space class because that's not valid. It has to be first class, and then I'm just gonna call it 0 because I was testing before. Then create. Okay, so now it gives you a new window, so I have to reshare my screen. And then it gives you this kind of window with like a project bar here. And what you want to do is this is your project file. And then here you want to press file and new. Wait, oh, not here, my bad. You have to you have to right click on this and it says new. And then after it says new, you can see a Python file, right? So you click Python file and you name it. So like I'll just call it first class, and it can be I don't think it can be the same name, but now you have like this window. Okay, so did everyone get to that step?
My pie charm is starting.
Okay. Okay.
Can you repeat everything?
Oh, okay. Was I going too fast? Okay, sorry.
My PyCharm is still downloading. It says it has 2 minutes left.
Okay, so we will just I'll just help everyone, and then hopefully yours is downloaded by then, and you can just remember the steps while I talk about stuff. Okay, so what you do is you take this, and then oh, okay, and then wait, what? Okay, so what you do is that you press create new project, and because I already have one called first class, I'm just gonna call this first class 1, but you can call it first class. Did everyone get here?
Almost.
Almost. Anyone?
No.
Almost.
Almost. Okay. Tell me when you get here. Hi. Are you there?
Almost. Prepare workspace.
Oh, did you guys press create already?
No.
Yes,
you
I
guys-
did.
You guys can press create if you want. I'll just press it too. And then it'll give you a new window. That's why I have to reshare my screen. So this is the new window, and it just tells you like this. I think that's what someone was talking about, creating virtual environment. Okay, tell me when you get to this like exact step. Okay.
Okay, I'm there.
Okay. Wait, Aman's iPad?
Not letting me use it. It says that there's an error.
You can't
There's
do it, but you
an
can
error.
Yeah.
have some.
I think it's because I have a Chromebook.
Okay, do you have any other computer?
You can't do it, but you can only see it. You can tell him.
Mom, can I actually do it outside?
There's no connection on here, so.
No, I tried yesterday. I was reading the
Hello?
Chromebook is the same as Windows ID. So I guess it should work for you. Is it a Windows, Harshit?
No, his is a Chromebook, and it's not allowing him to open the pie chart. So, wait, who had that problem? Oh, did he leave the meeting? Who had that problem? I think he might be joining with another computer.
You understand anything or no?
Okay. Okay. So did everyone get here now? Did everyone get here now?
I'm about there.
Okay. Good. I'm just gonna mute all of you. Okay. So now
Python 3 or 2.7.
doesn't matter.
My Python 3.7 is installing.
Wait.
So it's not, I'm not ready, but I'm at the thing, except it's installing.
Wait. Did anyone else get to this step?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I did.
So maybe I'm just gonna stop my sharing so no one actually draws on my screen.
You can just enable like stop the annotations. It's on the top, I think.
More.
On view
Okay.
options.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Kevin. Okay. So now what you do is that most of you here.
Yeah.
Okay. So now right click on this venv. Right click. And then it'll give you.
Me?
Huh?
Ritvik, can you give 2 minutes for me
Okay.
to
Sure.
do that?
Yeah, same. It's
Okay. Sure.
installing.
Where you get the VenV from?
Oh, on the left side. Wait, are you in PyCharm?
Yeah, I had to re-download mine on a different computer because I was using Chromebook and it was not working on the Chromebook.
Yeah. Okay. So.
And my thing is still installing the latest version.
Okay, so
Wait.
while your guys's are installing, I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna explain.
No, I need help too.
I'm gonna explain what I wanted. Wait, is anyone's like
Wait.
not downloaded?
Yeah, like wait. I need help.
Wait, what's happening in yours?
Can you mute everybody so that the person who's talking only can unmute and talk?
Okay, sure. Archit, you had the problem, right?
Yeah, I don't have that VenV thingamabob.
Wait, do you have the middle part?
Wait, I have first class 0,
Wait, do you
external library, scratch and consoles.
have this?
What?
The middle part, like search
Yeah.
everywhere. You have it? Okay, so go to this side and you can see this says project here
Yeah, I don't see any project.
on the left-hand side.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, now click that.
Okay.
Okay, do you see Venvi?
Nope.
Okay, can you share your screen?
Okay. Share screen and you share that thing, Bob, and yeah. Boom.
Oh yeah, you have to double click on first class 0.
Ah,
Yeah, now
oh,
you
there it
can-
is.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop you
Thank
sharing.
you. Thank you. Yeah, okay, thanks.
Okay, did everyone else get to this step?
No, my downloading hasn't even started.
Okay, I'm not gonna continue. I'm just gonna show you like what you need to like learn for this thing. So okay, so let me just share my screen. Oh, which one is it? Okay, here. Okay, share. Okay. Where? Okay, see, you can see this, right? Okay, so basically, I'm just gonna kind of copy this and delete it. Okay, so PyCharm is a IDE. So an IDE is like a software that lets you like comprehensive facilities. That basically means like it like tells you like when you get errors, it like helps you with your code. And to computer programmers like us, and then an IDE. Okay, so this is kind of like a debugging tool, but like this is kind of more advanced. So basically what an IDE is that it basically gives you like helps you with your code. So like say you make like a print statement. So a print statement is what we're going to do next, but print, say you do this. This is the way you write print. It will change the color of the print to allow you to know that's actually something valid. So now we're going to look at print. Okay, so print is like a function or like something that you can do. And then what you can do with print is that's the syntax of how you do it. A syntax is basically like how you write the code. So because the Python converts the letters to different words, if I type anything except print, it won't understand because it can't convert that. Only print it can. So the syntax for code is print, then open print, then a pair of parentheses, and the pair of parentheses is what you basically want to print. Okay, so share. So I know some of you are not here yet, but I'm just gonna show you in the code, and you can like, this is not like you don't really need to type this. Okay, so see, if I type print, it changes color as I said before, and it tells me that there is that basically this is a valid thing, and it's saying like this, no new line at end of file. It just like makes you get good practices to make your code organized. And inside this print, say we want to print high. So this won't work. I'm just telling you. And if we run it, file run. Where's run? Okay, 1 second.
When you get in it, when you right click it, how do you get in the code and stuff?
Okay, it's when you right click it, does it say new? Does it say new?
No.
Oh, what, did you right click Venv?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I see it. I can see it.
okay, that's good. Okay, so I don't know why it's allowing me to run this. Wait, what? This is very confusing. Okay, so say I said print high, but print high is not gonna work, and for some reason it's not letting me run it. but this won't work because hi is kind of like it's just a word. Like it doesn't mean anything. Like hi could be like anything. It needs to be in like a certain format. You'll get what it means when we go to variables, but we need it to be a string, and a string is kind of like a string of letters. Okay, so we need it to be like hi, like this. This is like how we would write print hi for it to actually work. And this is basically a string, and a string is a type of data in Python. Okay, so I'm just gonna let you guys do it. You guys, I'm just gonna help you finish download while I figure out how to run my code. Okay, so I think it might be a glitch with this, but you see that I could finally run it by right-clicking first class PY and pressing run, and now it shows me allowing me to run from here. So as I was saying before, if I type hi like this, it'll give me a syntax error, or name hi is not defined, and we'll go into that later. But if I put this in string, then it will allow me to do it. Okay, did everyone download PyCharm?
Yes.
Still
Okay.
downloading.
Still downloading?
Mine has a very big problem. Mine has a big problem.
What's the big problem?
It's kind of not showing the Venvi and.
Okay, so is it like this? Is it kind of like this? Is it showing this?
Yeah, it shows that, but then it shows project, and then then I can't go.
Does it
But
show this?
it doesn't show like the arrow beside it.
It
But
doesn't.
let me check again.
Hello, wait. Can you share your screen, Harshit? Can you share your screen? Hello? Okay.
It's doing something right now.
Wait, can you share your screen to me? Okay. So this. Oh, it's why? Oh yeah, click project. Wait, just click it. Don't click it twice. Wait, yeah. Okay, now double click the untitled. Yeah, now you see venv. Now right click venv. Right click it. No, like the venv, like on it. Yeah, there. Now right click. Right click, not left click. Oh yeah, now press new. Now hover over new and then go to Python file. There, now click that. Okay, and it should name it like something. Sure, you can name it test. Now enter. Now I think it might be loading. Yeah, okay. Loading. And then it allows you to type. Okay, did everyone get to this stage?
Yeah. I have it downloaded, except I don't know
Not
how
me.
to do it.
Yeah, so I think most of the people are at this stage. So maybe you can continue, Ritvik, and other people just catch up on this
Okay,
stage.
I'll help. Who
I
is the
don't have project. I don't know what to do because I don't have project.
can you share your screen for like, yeah, right now?
I can't because I'm using a different computer,
Just press share screen.
but I'm using a different computer to do PyCharm because my computer is a Chromebook.
Oh,
Wait, like what does it like have on it?
It says at the top, it says PyCharm version 2020.1. And it says create new project, open, get
oh yeah, press create new project. Press create new project. Yeah, and then you can name your project. Don't use spaces. And then you can do what I told you. Then it'll work. Okay. So let me just continue on now. I'm going to share my screen on PyCharm. So what we're doing is we discussed print, right? So I just want you guys. We're
Wait, Ansh.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
It doesn't let me run it though.
Oh yeah. Okay. So that was a problem on me. For me too. Let me just show you how to fix that. What you do is you go project, and then you see right click first class, right click it, and then you can see first run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. So that was like kind of an error. Okay. So remember I told you print something like hi. I'm going to show you variables now. So you guys can test out print, but a variable is kind of a storage for information. So you can think of it as like a cup, and then it stores a value of information. So say I have a variable called my like name, and the name is equal to like some value, like say like my name, so Ridley. But as remember I showed you that that it won't work. You need to put it in string, like in like what is this? Quotation marks. But now I'm going to explain why. So there's 3 types of data structures. There's this thing called a string, Boolean, and integer. Okay. So an integer is just like a number, okay? Is a number, right? A Boolean is a true or false expression. So in Python, how you do Boolean is you type capital T, RUE, or capital F, ALSE. That's going to turn purple, and that's a Boolean expression. And now a string is like a string of letters. So like this in quotation marks, and then you can do double quotes or single quotes, and that's gonna give you like say a string of my name. So a string is for letters, Boolean is for true or false, and integers are for numbers. Oh, wait, did you guys all get that?
Yes.
Okay. Now say I want a variable. So say I want my name. So if I want my name to be equal to my actual name, I need to put it as a string. So I'll need to put it as like that, right? I'll just use double quotes because there more people use them. And so now say I wanted to put my age or like a number. So say like the year, okay? So the current year is 2020, and that's a number. So I would just put year equals 2020. And basically what these numbers allow you to do is they allow you to do operations on them. I could just basically do this, and it would still be like 2020, right? But now if I want to actually do like an operation with it, I could just do year is equal to 2020, and then I could do 5 years from now, and I could add something to this. And that's the next thing is operations. So an operation, say I want year, okay? Year is equal to 2020. And so now that year is equal to 2020, I can put the next year. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna go through like the ways of naming a variable. So the ways of naming a variable is you can only start it with a letter. you can only start it with like a letter, and you can use numbers in other places, and you can use underscores in other places. That's basically all you can use. And you can't use any already Python keywords. Like you can't name a variable called print. Okay? So now let's go on. So year, next year. So most people like to do next underscore year as a space, or next and year capital. Okay, and then equals to 2020 plus 1. Or you could do year plus 1. This is an operation. So when it gets to here, it'll say next year equals to year, and then year plus 1 is going to give me this value plus 1. And you can do like any year, like 342. But say, okay, so if I do year plus 1, let's run this. Oh wait, oopsies. And let me print next year. Okay, and you can also print variables like this. This is why I didn't put like high like this. I have to put in a string because next year is a variable's name. So if I run this, it'll give me 2021. Okay, can you guys all try to run that?
Punch.
Yeah?
Can you repeat how to like do the running thing? Because I can't find it still.
Okay, after you did the first time, can you see it up here?
Yeah, like I see it, but it doesn't work. Like, can you repeat where to go?
Wait, is it gray? Is this gray?
Yeah, it's gray.
Okay, so right click on firstclass.py, and then you can see run.
Wait a sec. I can't find it over there.
Did you right click?
It's not under venv.
Oh, not under venv. Go to firstclass.py. Right click here, not on venv.
I know, but no, it's like not there at all.
Did you try double click? Wait, can you share your screen, please? Was everyone else able to do
Wait,
it?
you're sharing screen.
Oh,
I
sorry.
can't run either.
You can't run? Okay.
Look, it's not here.
Double click untitled. Wait, can you type in the console?
It says run on the top. It says
Yeah,
run
here, test2.py. Right click that. Right, like not double click, right click. Yeah, run. There's one.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so did that clear it for other stuff? Did that clear it for other people?
I can't run it.
Can you share your screen? Oh, you
I
can't.
can't.
Sorry. Okay. What's basically happening? Like, are you able to type?
Yeah, I can type everything. I can type what, like the year 2020.
Okay, yeah.
next year,
So just
yeah,
write.
yeah.
Can you see this first class over here?
Where? Yeah.
Okay, now right
No,
click
I
on.
can't.
You
I
can't?
can't.
Okay, did you open venv?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, now right.
See, I don't have envy. It just straight up says test 1. It just straight up says it.
Is it just like this?
No, wait. Wait. Actually, let me see something. No, actually, never mind. I can.
Okay. So now I think everyone might have done this, or it's just like some logic. So this is kind of like operators in Python. So operators are kind of like plus. You can add, then you can subtract, and then you can divide. Divide is basically slash. Okay, divide is slash. And then what is this? And then multiply is shift 8. Okay, so you can try those on your own. Okay, you can try them on your own, but now we're just gonna move on to kind of strings. Okay, So what you can do is you can also add strings. Like it doesn't really make sense, but you can add strings. So say I want my first name equals to my first name, like my actual first name, and then my last name equal to my last name. So now if I want to add these two together, I can just make my full name equal to my first name plus my last name. Okay, can you guys try this? First name plus last name.
Wait,
And then
I found another shortcut of running it. You can just do Control R, and it'll automatically run it.
oh, okay, thanks.
It's not working for me. Like the next year thing. The next year is not working.
It for the next year thing, it says process finished with exit code 0.
Did you print next year? Wait, can you guys try
I
this?
did print.
Can you guys try this?
Okay.
Try what?
What the code that is showing on the screen? Like put your first name, then put your last name, then add them together, and then print your full name. So what this will print is it'll print this, and it won't print a space in between because there's no space here. But if I put a space here, it'll print that. Okay, guys, tell me when you guys are done with this. Are you guys able to see what I typed here? Hi. Can you guys hear me? Can someone?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys like trying to do this? What I'm showing you?
Yeah.
Okay. Was anyone able to do it yet, or are you guys still doing it?
I'm doing
I'm
it.
still doing it.
Oh, okay. Nice. You guys can guys just tell me when you're done with this.
I did it.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I did it, but it says I got an error.
Can you share your screen?
Okay.
Wait, Ansh, that thing isn't working.
Okay, so both of you, first, you share,
Did you guys hear it?
you can share. Oh yeah, because remember what I told you about Ananya, like you need to put it as a string because Ananya doesn't mean that.
Oh,
unless
string. I need it as a string.
You need to put like quotation marks around both sides. So now that both sides, like you open the string, yeah. See, that basically gives you a string, and a string is kind of like a value for holding characters. And like if you wanted a normal number, you could do it without the quotation marks. Now try it.
Wait, before running it, do you have to debug it?
No, you don't.
You also need to make the print lowercase, like the P.
Yeah, the P lowercase. Yeah. Thanks, Richard.
100 IQ.
Now run it. Yeah. See, it printed it, and that's correct. And if you wanted to print a space, then add a space to the end of Ananya or before your last name, Mahajan. Yeah, okay. Now if you run it, it should do it correctly. And now there's one more person who had an error. Yeah.
What when I'm running it, it says that I have to configure it, except whenever I press run, it says that configuring is wrong.
What's
And you have to put a valid Python interpreter. So when I run it,
what
it
does it
says-
say? What does it say exactly like in the terminal?
it says at the top it says edit configuration,
Wait,
and then you have to put the name of the thing, configuration, script
It
path,
worked.
parameters, environment variables, Python interpreter options.
wait, did you press configure on this? Wait, is there a configure?
No, I press run. So I went to my first class and I made a new thing. I made a new one.
Wait,
And
did you try pressing Control R? Control R.
I know I tried it, doesn't work.
That's confusing. So what is it saying? It's saying no configurer or what?
No, so basically when I press run, it's asking me for edit configuration, and then and it says at the bottom error, please set a valid Python interpreter. So
Wait,
it says
can you
I don't have.
can you try creating a new project?
Okay.
Okay, and if it still doesn't work, we'll see, but I'll just move on.
Except I don't have the Venn thing. When I'm making the first class, and when I first tried to open it, there was no Venn.
Okay, yeah, I'll show you, but try creating a new project. I think that happened to me once, but I'm not sure. So now let's move on to user input. So say I wanted to take an input from a user and print like their name, not my name. So what you can do is you can call a function called input. So this is very hard. First name equals, so input is like input. So you can type raw input, and I'll tell you why you have to do raw input and not just like plain input, and then type what is your name, okay? And if I do run this, you see that what is your name comes up, and if I type my name, it should print my first name plus my last name. And I can literally type anything, and it'll do that, right? And I can do the same thing for this. Copy, paste. And then what is your last name? Okay, so basically I typed this as my input for my first name. Did everyone type the first name? Are you guys still there?
Finished.
Okay, so did you type your first name here and then
Yeah, I did.
So if I type my first name, then my last name, it'll print that. What is that? Okay, so I think that most of you were able to do it. So now we're gonna see why we didn't use the value input. So if I type input and type what is your name, then I can type Rithwik, right? But now it gives me an error that Rithwik is not defined. So what this input is basically for, it's like, say I want to do what do you want to know about me? You guys don't have to write this. It's just for like knowing what do you want to know about me. And above here, I can type name equals to Rithwik, right? So if I run this and type name, because I want to know your name, and then I type my last name, I'm just gonna remove this, and then I'm gonna do this. Say, oopsies, I need to put a first name here. So stop. If I run this, what do you want to know? So I want to know your name. So now it gives me your name because when I input name here, it doesn't input as a string. But when I put raw input, it inputs as a string. So when I put input, it gets name, and then it goes up to here, and then it gets my name. So when I'm typing, it like my name I tell it my name. I want to know your name, and then the name it checks in here for a name. So say I want to put age. Age equals 11. So now if I do this, age 11. So you can do as many as you want of these. You guys don't have to type this. I'm just showing this for like you to know. So now that you know about input and raw input and variables.
Wait, Ansh,
Hello. Yeah. What do you want?
the example for like the random raw input name that doesn't work.
Can you share your screen? Nice. What's your name? Full plus last name, print full name. Oh, I think it's because you downloaded Python 3.7. So in Python 3.7, raw.
No, I canceled it.
Wait, can you remove the raw and then input, like remove the raw part and keep the underscore button? Keep the underscore. Who's drawing on his screen?
Wait, for both?
Yeah, but remove the underscore too.
Okay.
Okay.
Stop drawing on screen.
Yeah,
Please
actually,
don't draw on the screen, please. Okay.
Yeah, please,
Not drawing on the screen. Ritvik,
See-
can you close it?
wait, Harshit. On the top, it shows you view options, and then you can do disable attendee annotation.
Okay.
Did you disable it?
Wait, I'm going to.
Actually, just type your name in this. Also, if I see that you're actually doing this, then I might have to kick you out of the class. So please don't do it. So what is your name? Harshit, type your name. No, type your name in the console. The
Console?
console is like this part. Wait, I'm just gonna write on your screen, but I'm gonna show you like where it is. So this area here. So type it here, like here. Yeah, there. Type your name. Okay, now enter. Now type your last name. I'm just gonna clear. Yeah, now press enter.
What?
Enter, press enter.
The host can kick you out of the class.
Wait, Harshit, type your name again and press enter when it gets to your last name. So you're basically entering, and now you're giving the computer, and then type it, enter. Yeah, so if you have Python 3.7, I think they disabled raw input, and they just made it like default to input, okay? So now that you guys know about variables and input, we're gonna do a simple. Hello? Okay.
Yeah,
So
I think
now-
somebody has a question, Ritvik. Can you wait for the question?
Okay. Yeah. So, what's your question? If whoever has a question, does anyone have a question?
It's not working for me.
Oh, can you share your screen? Ananya?
1 second.
Okay. Okay.
You guys see it?
Oh yeah. You know that what is your first name? It also has to be a string. The what is your first name has to be in a string. Like any like text that you want to display has to be in a string format. So now you have to put the question mark also inside the string.
Like that?
Yeah. So now it should work, but it won't print it because you never printed it, but just try it. Wait, also you can press run from one spot. Oh, and you also might have Python 3.7. So remove the underscore and the raw. Because in newer versions of Python, they don't have raw input. Now you can run it. You can have run on the top right corner, but okay, sure. Yeah, now you can do that. I'm just gonna show you where you can run. It's like up on the top right.
Is it over here?
No. Now press enter. That. But like when you're done, it'll show a play button. So now press enter on the console. Yeah, you never printed your name, but I think yours is working now. So can we okay, I'm just gonna stop your sharing so that we can move on. Oh, you stopped it, okay. So I believe everyone got here. So now we're gonna do a simple project of Mad Libs. So Mad Libs is kind of like a user gives inputs on like things like a noun and adjective. So say I have a simple Mad Lib of a noun went to the park. So I mean name went to the place, okay? So I would take an input of a noun from the user, a name from the user, and then I would take an input of a place from the user, and then I would print name, and then went to, and then place. So, and for this, having a bunch of pluses won't be that useful. So we're gonna use a different trick, but I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to do another simple trick that we were going to use. So say I want to print my first name, okay? So first name equals Ritzler, right? So say I want to print my first name. So say I want to print first name, then colon, and then plus first. You guys know that this will work from your knowledge of Python, and it shows here. But if I want to do it in a more efficient way, say I want to print like a full huge paragraph with like a few user inputs, a bunch of pluses won't be that efficient. So I can just do a %s. So this is like a keyword that will make it go to the end, and then I could do %s and then parentheses first name. Okay, I'll explain what this does after I show. Oh yeah, percent, sorry. Yeah, so you don't do %s, but what this does is %s, it just tells the code to go to the end to find the variables. Now % here kind of connects with this, and then the s gets replaced with this. I'm not sure if it works for other letters like %k, probably doesn't. Okay, yeah, so s it's this %s will be replaced with this. You guys can try that. Did you guys try that?
I can't. It's too small to read.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, for me.
Okay, so that's another problem. Wait, did it get bigger now?
No, it's still the same size. I can't read it.
Okay, so that might be a problem. But let me just share it on like my slideshow that I have.
Okay.
Okay, share. Okay. So okay, so here you can see my screen, right? I'll just create a new slide, and this is basically what I'm typing. And I'll make this like huge. Can you guys see it? Is this big enough to read?
Yeah, I can read it.
Okay, so I'm just taking my first name, and then I'm doing first name %s, and then this %s signifies this first name. So we have about 4 minutes left. So let me show you guys your home, the thing I want you guys to try to do at home. I believe all of you are in the Google Classroom, right? Are you all in the Google Classroom?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Good. Where's Zoom? Okay,
Can
share.
you share your screen again?
Yeah.
The slideshow.
Oh, the slideshow? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Share. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh no. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So So I'm just gonna show you what we're gonna do for the homework of this week. So I want you guys to you can use this first class as the same thing. Are you done with doing this? Okay. Does anyone have like anything they have to do exactly at 7, or can I go like a little bit over 7?
Do a little bit over 7.
Okay, sure. While you guys look at this, tell me when you guys are done. Okay, and I think this is much you can copy this, but I figured out how to make my font size bigger on PyCharm, so you guys should probably be able to see from here. Did everyone do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me stop my sharing and then share my PyCharm screen. So can you guys read it now? I think it's a bigger font now. Can you
Yeah,
read
I
it?
can read it.
Okay, so what I want you guys to do for your homework is I want you to create like a simple story, and then I want you to take like variables. So say I want a name, like this example before, and say place. So you guys don't have to copy this, but you can if you want. And then raw input or input, basically based on what you're using, what type, and then type pick a name. Okay, and then I'll put a space at the end, and I'll show you why. 1 second. So I'm just gonna see this name raw input, pick a name. I'm just gonna ask someone to explain to me what this means. What about Kevin? Can you explain to me what raw input pick a name does?
So I think it just picks a name that you enter in your console.
Okay, nice job, Kevin. So is everyone understanding? Like, can you just say no if you're not understanding? Say nothing if you're understanding. Okay, so I think that means everyone's understanding. Okay, so now we have name and we're gonna do place. Place is equal to raw input pick place now, okay? And we're gonna put a space at the end. And what this space does is when I run it now, pick a name, I'm not like directly next to it. I can type it and there's kind of a space which makes it look better. And pick a place is say like Walmart. Now this all works, but now we want to print it. So did everyone get are you guys copying this or no?
I am copying it.
Okay. So can you just if you're copying it, just tell me when you get to this part. You don't need to copy it, but if you want to, you could. Mananya, are you done?
Almost.
Oh, okay.
I'm done.
Okay, nice. Okay, so now we're gonna print this. So we want to print name went to a place. So we'll just do %s went to %s, right? So these are both now at the end I'll put a percent and then brackets. So now this is two things. So %s and then %s. Now we have two things. So the first %s will be name and then comma and then the second %s will be the place. so this percent, all of these percent s's will get replaced from this 1%. Okay, so if I run this and I type some random name like Bob and a place like Target, Bob went to Target. It's kind of like a simple Mad Libs. So what I want you guys to do for your homework is I want you to make one of these like simple things like this. And it doesn't have to be that long. It can be like 2 sentences or a few sentences, but don't copy mine. Like, just don't copy mine. And now I'm just going to do a quiz to like see if you guys were actually like paying attention. Okay, so let me stop my sharing. Okay, so
Wait, the percent S is not working for me.
it isn't. Can you share your screen?
Okay.
Okay, so percent. Oh, yeah, because it has to be in a string. Like when you print, you have to put in a string. And then put the you put double. Okay. Yeah, right. And then go to the end. Okay. Now at the end, put percent %s.
Yeah.
And then brackets. That's like, yeah, just put brackets. No. Like, okay. Backspace that. Go. Okay. Let me just show you again. Continue. Okay. So what I'm doing is I do percent %s and now I put a percent. And then this name will go to the first one, and this place will go to the second one. You get it, Archie?
Yeah.
Wait, Kevin, it's supposed to end at 7, but we're just gonna finish in like the next like 5 minutes or a few more minutes. So now you guys know your homework. So I think we haven't done this yet. We should have done this at the start, but we're just gonna go around and say our names so that we know each other. And so let's see. So Ananya, can you say your name and like say like why you like coding?
My name is Anand and I like coding because it is fun.
Okay, Arav.
My name is Oriv and I like coding because it's fun.
Archit and stuff.
My name is Archit, and I like coding because I just like to code stuff.
Okay. The next person, just say your favorite sport. Harshi, can you?
My favorite sport is tennis.
And what's your name?
Harshit.
Jaden.
My name is Jaden and I like to code. It is very fun.
Okay. Kevin.
My favorite sport is tennis, and my name is Calvin.
Okay, and that's everyone. So you guys know your homework, so we're just gonna do a quick quiz. So
Anika wants to say.
oh, okay.
That's
Okay, what that was okay, never mind. So a quick quiz. So I'm just gonna ask random people and then they have to kind of answer. So I'm just gonna ask let's see, Jaden. Jaden, what are the 3 ways to store data in a variable? It's okay if you don't know. I can re-say it.
Is it Boolean strings and
Yeah, that's 2. There's one more.
integers?
Yeah, okay, you got it right. Nice job. Just one more question. Ariv. So just look at my screen. 1 second. What is this line of code like actually doing? Like, what does this percent %s mean? Like, where is this percent %s like referring to? What is it?
S means that it's taking it's taking variables from before and putting it into a percentage form. So whenever you write %s, later you will have to put percent, and and how many ever times you put %s, you have to put a different thing. You have to put the variable for each time.
Okay, yeah, and you basically got it. So I'm just gonna show you like one really quick thing, and then you guys can go. So you can comment code. Like, say you want to say a comment finding name. This line won't actually run, but it will allow you to like organize your code better. So this actually never runs. So what the syntax or like the way you run it is shift 3 or hashtag. And if you want to comment like huge bulks of code, you can do command / or control / on Windows. That will basically comment a huge amount of code like that. Okay, so you guys can do that, right?
Wait, what is our homework again?
Oh, your homework is to basically you see this like thing that I made of like this basic thing that pick a name is like you have to make kind of a story, but all of the nouns and like stuff like that you have to change out. So Ritwik and like park, right? Ritwik went to the park. So I have to change. I could put like anything went to the park, but I have to take an input, and it's kind of a story, and it's meant to be like a funny story, but it doesn't have to. So I'm taking an input, and I'm kind of putting those inputs into a story. You get it or no?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll post this on Google Classroom, and let me just check if all of you are in the Google Classroom.
I don't understand the hashtag find name commenting.
Oh, okay. So it's basically code that this won't actually run. It doesn't really affect anything. This is just for you to come out around later on and be like, oh, so this part is for finding the name of this. It just explains what the line of code is doing. Like if you have this, you don't even know what this name does. You should have this a comment to like tell you when you come back. Okay, so for the homework, I'll put an assignment. Did you understand, actually? Sorry about that. Did you understand?
Yeah.
Art?
Can you say that again?
Okay, I might be talking too fast. So this finding name, this hashtag doesn't allow this line of code to actually run. It turns it gray, as you can see.
Yeah.
So this won't actually run. So when you come around later on, you can see, oh, this is finding name. Oh, this part finds the name.
So it only helps you. It's used for helping yourself when to
Yeah,
look around.
doesn't help the code at all.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll put an assignment on Google Classroom. I can see that some of you are here. I don't see all of. Jaden, are you in the Google Classroom?
No, not now. No, I'm not.
Okay, I'll help. I'll send you the link for the Google Classroom.
Yeah, I already know how to get into Google Classroom.
Do you have the link for for the classroom?
No.
Okay, yeah. So let me just send you the link. That's the code. I mean, not the link, the code.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think that should be all of you being in the Google Classroom, right? Okay, so I'll put the assignment on Google Classroom. You should finish it, but if it's hard for you, then you don't have to. And when you see the assignment, just take a screenshot of your screen and just turn it into the assignment. And if you have questions, you can post it on Google Classroom. And does anyone have any last questions? And then we can end the meeting. No one? Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah, Jaden.
I kind of forgot how to create a new classroom.
Okay, so are you on classroom.google? If you want to leave the meeting, you can right now. I'm just gonna help Jaden. So go to classroom.google.com. Are you there?
Oh, okay, I found it out. It's like the add one. You have to add the. Wait, do you have to add another classroom?
No, you press plus, and then you press add a new join classroom, and then you copy my link.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah. On Google Classroom, I'll also ask you guys for feedback if I did anything, like if I talked too fast on it. You could say whatever you want. And I'm just going to end the meeting right here and see you guys next week. And remember, it's at 7 o'clock. I made a typo last time. So I'm just going to end the meeting. Bye.
6 o'clock.